You're about to meet an 8th grader now who is carrying on the ancient traditions of Sherlock Holmes. But he's not fighting crime, he's fighting cleanliness. And in true Sherlock Holmes form, he didn't need any high-tech CSI tricks. All he needed was a simple English experiment to uncover the dirty truth about drinking fountains. 13-year-old Kyle Ray Catherman never imagined a simple school project would garner such fame. From the local paper all the way to Jay Leno's monologue.
And a 13-year-old boy in an Oregon middle school has done a science experiment showing that the water in the lavatory toilets, the water in the toilets was cleaner than the water in the drinking fountains. Whoa. To which every dog in America went, see?
The experiment was Kyle Ray's challenge to a policy at the North Bend Middle School in Oregon banning water bottles after discovering some students were using them to sneak in alcohol, thereby forcing them to use the drinking fountains at school. But Kyle Ray had some suspicions about the cleanliness of the water, and armed with Q-tips and Petri dishes, sprang into action, testing the bacteria content at 4 water fountains and 1 toilet. His results shocked everyone. The fountain water was swimming with bacteria, while the bathroom toilet water was significantly cleaner.
The toilet water is usually cleaner with regard to bacteria because toilets get continuously flushed, whereas a water fountain is left open to the environment. You know that toilets are occasionally washed, but I've never seen a water fountain sanitized at all.
Now, everybody in the audience going, huh? Yeah, it makes perfect sense. It just shows how kids can make a difference. Kyle Ray is here now to tell us about his investigation, and with him, his teacher, Barbara Becker. It's good to have you both here with us. Everyone keeps wanting to say this was a science class, but this was a homework assignment for an English project, right?
Yes.
So what was the assignment?
Well,
this was a persuasive speaking assignment where students created a PowerPoint presentation with the goal of presenting to an authentic audience and creating a difference at their school.
So Kyle Ray, so what made you hear the assignment from your teacher, and what made you want to investigate the water in your school?
well, I thought that, all kids should have their choice of whether they want to have drinking fountain water or whether they want to bring their own water bottles to school. And since we're not able to bring our water bottles to school, I tried to figure out a way that we could get our water bottles back into our school.
Oh, persuasive. Okay. All right. So you looked at the water fountains, and what did you do?
Well, I took a swab and then I took a Petri plate, and with the swab, I swabbed the drinking fountain, the spigot, and then the rest of the drinking fountain. And with that, then I would swab it right onto the Petri plate.
Okay.
And I did that 4 times, and then I did a toilet, and I put the swab into the toilet and swabbed it around the bowl and everything, and then swabbed the toilet again. Swabbed the drinking, swabbed the
water
Petri plate, yeah.
Okay.
And then we put it into an incubator, and the bacteria grew on the Petri plate.
Well, we have some of those Petri dishes. We're going to show one. This one was the so-called cleanest of the water fountains. And where was that found?
This was in the 5th and 6th grade hall in our school.
And do you know what we're seeing here?
Right through here, all of these lines, the dark brown.
On the left? Okay.
Yeah, on the left. The right side is the control.
Okay.
And on the left, all the brown lines is where I swabbed, and the bacteria started to grow.
Okay, so that was the cleanest of the water fountains. Now we're going to show the dirtiest of the 4. Woo! Where was this sucker found?
This one was found right outside of the gym, and yeah.
Oh, and you can really tell the difference between the controlled side.
Yeah.
And that was all the bacteria?
That's where it was swabbed, and it kept growing and kept growing and kept growing.
And kept growing. I think it's still growing right now. Okay, now we have the toilet water.
This is the toilet. There's 4 little colonies in this toilet, and then everything else is clean. And I swabbed the whole entire Petri plate.
Now, were you surprised when you saw this?
Kind of.
Yeah. Well, what has the reaction been?
Shock.
Yeah, and around the school, has it brought about any change?
Yes, that's probably the most exciting thing for Kyle, is this was to create change. And we've just recently heard that the water bottle rule is under review for the summer, and the staff and administration are going to make a decision in the fall.
So his paper was very persuasive, was it
That's
not,
the goal
teacher?
of persuasive speaking.
How do you
Make a
feel about
change.
that you're making a change for your school, possibly?
It's exciting. There's once I did it I did it in my class, and then they voted me to go to the site council. And then the site council told me I needed to go to the school board.
Excellent. And give us your grade. What did Miss Becker give you as your grade?
A
A
plus.
A plus.
Plus.
You got even extra credit?
Yes, you did.
Have you ever seen a paper like this in all your
A
years?
presentation, no, but he went on beyond what was expected, and that's the way Kyle is. He goes
is.
that extra mile.
He's an A plus all the way. Hey, thank you. And you explained that very well to us. We appreciate that. All the best. Class of 2011. Better watch out. Okay, Kyle, Mrs. Becker, thank you so much.
You.